Well,
All right, sweetie. Well, mate, I don't know.
Hang on, stop. Did you just call me sweetie?
No, I said sweet, didn't I?
I'm pretty sure you said sweetie.
Did you? All right, sweetie. Let's go. Let's keep going.
Getting a bit weird.
Getting a bit personal. Where was I, mate? You've thrown me. Oh, so here we go. Remember earlier in the year, I said that graded magazines will be a thing, and I think I wanted to get onto it. I found a seller on eBay who has been making a mozza from WWF magazines and more, I guess, mainly from Slam, and Sports Illustrated. So WWF, Sports Illustrated, and Slam magazines. Now here he has got a Slam magazine, LeBron James, graded by CGC, 9.6 grade, which is the highest grade you can get. A platinum magazine, a limited edition of 24. This is number 24 of 24. And this is on eBay now for $12,000 USD. I'm blown away by the price, but I guess the overall look I love. I reckon that looks spectacular. And it's interesting. I'm watching this online, and he's recently offered it to me for $7,000 USD. So he's fishing there, but good on him. Like he's tapped into a market very early on, and I'm very tempted to do it myself. But the next piece I'm going to show you, it's the original. I'm pretty sure this is either the first or second official WWF magazine, but it's definitely the first WWF magazine with Hulk Hogan on the front with the championship belt. Now it's graded 7, which is I guess in grading terms reasonably low. But I guess if you compare it to a sports card market, that's a decent grade for such an old magazine. That's 1980. I think it's 1984. Yeah, April, May 1984, graded 7, and that's on eBay now for $750 USD. Or make an offer.
So I'm going to say it again, James. I just don't understand grading a magazine.
But do you look at that and go, that looks pretty cool?
Here, look. Here's my WWF Rockers magazine, and on the back it's got the Cool Royal Rumble, Every Man for Himself. Look what I'm doing, James. I'm reading it.
Only so much time you can do that. Only so many times you can do that.
But why on earth would you want to have this in a glass case or a plastic case? Why? To preserve, my friend. For what?
In my opinion, it looks unreal. Love it. But bring up the LeBron James one. You can't tell me you look at that and go, that looks freaking awesome.
I think it looks really good, but I don't think it's worth $7,000.
Oh no, neither do I. But he is. Look, someone will pay big money for it. Someone will pay in the thousands. But his magazines range from, he's got a WWF magazine with Miss Elizabeth from a '92 for $150. That's not bad. You can pick a magazine up for what, $10, $30, and he's selling it for, I don't know how much the grading costs, but $150. It's not bad. And then he's got other magazines. Sorry.
If my wife can hear me, I'd just like to remind her that she put all of my wrestling magazines into the recycling bin. And old footy records. I had the original Derby footy record from the first ever Western Derby between the Dockers and Eagles. You think that's a piece of football history in Western Australia? And she put it in the recycling.
All right. It's a shame. Last one. So this is a classic piece of WWF Hasbro history, and this is the old carry case. Never had one. I was looking for one at one stage, but I passed on it just for space reasons. But that brings back some memories. Did they sell them down under?
I never saw it here.
Yeah, I don't remember.
They probably did, though, to be fair. But if I had have known this existed when I was a kid, I would have had one for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, well, if anyone did have one as a kid, let us know, and let us know if they did sell them here. But
do you know where I used to store my figures?
Where?
Under the ring.
Oh, yeah.
So I used to turn the ring upside down, put all the figures there, and then when I had to take it somewhere, I just carried it that way.
So that would have done my head in, because I know they would have been getting scratched.
Wow.
I had a shelf. I had a bookshelf in my room as a kid, and they were all just set up. They're walking into the ring. They're in the ring fighting. Mate, that's how I set mine up.
So my what's online this week, mate. So I thought we'll start off. Let's have a look at Rowdy Roddy Piper, Hasbro. Look, This one's still shipping to Australia with a $27 fee. Near mint action works for the bargain basement price of $13 Australian plus $27 postage. But then, as we were talking earlier about the fun school, so I thought, let's see what's around that's fun school. And I found pretty much the exact same figure. Look at that. Exact same figure, but the fun school version. And the way you can tell it's a fun school is by the paint and the condition of the feel. Now, this one, 300 US plus 31.96 postage. So $450 all up, Aussie dollars.
Yeah.
For the exact same figure in a crappier condition, like because the fun schools were a poorer quality plastic.
Yeah. Limited quantity.
Then look at this though. That same Rowdy Roddy Piper on a completely destroyed card, fun school again, 950 US. So now you're looking at nearly 1,400 US Australian to get it over here.
Wow.
Again, it just blows my mind that these are worth so much. But you know what? There's people who like all sorts of different things. Like you like your prototype. People like certain things that are unique. Then I actually saw this today and I thought, geez, this is actually a really good price. So I thought I'm going to share this with the group. Maybe somebody will snap it up. There's a red card, Mr. Perfect. Looks in a really good condition. This is why it grabbed my attention. Sometimes you see things on eBay and you think, oh, that's overpriced. But for $200, I reckon that's about as cheap as you'll find a red card, Mr. Perfect, in that condition. Don't buy it on my say-so, please. And it's free postage as well. Please look at the condition closely because I was in a bit of a rush when I took that one. Now, just while we're on what's online, I thought I'd say what's also in the stores. So today, doing a little bit of a shop around, saw I don't know whether these are new or old.
Yes. But, I need that. I need that, Jordan.
Oh, do you?
Yes, I need that.
Oh, I can get it for you, but it will come at a premium. China. Well, I was actually taking a photo of the China pop on the other side, but just by coincidence for James, there's a Jordan pop next to it with the is it with the USA jersey on?
Yeah, the Dream Team special edition.
So they are at Zing. So you can probably buy it online, James. Zing.
Yeah.
So they had a few WWE pops. I think they were in Series 93. But then check this out. This is what I thought you'd like. I took this photo just for you. I probably should have told you before I left the store.
Oh.
They had the Turtles retros.
Nice.
So they had all four of the Turtles retros for I think $25 each. Wow. And they had then I don't know who makes the ones above it in that picture. There's more Turtles.
I think it's Super 7.
Super 7 Turtles, which were $30, I think, or $29.
Yeah.
And they're the fully articulated ones. So, look, it's not for me, but if you're a Turtles collector, that's a pretty cool find at Zing. Yeah. That was at Cannington. So go and have a look. And they've even got Batman up the top. Some people might be into Batman as well. Everything that was old is new again, isn't it? Like everything that we used to. It's just crazy to think that the things that people are buying right now are the things we were buying 30 years ago.
Yeah. Well, that's the magic number, right? And I've heard this on the Major Wrestling Figure Pod, and I've heard it from Jeremy Padawa. But you look at all the figures that all the stuff that we collect now. When things turn 30 years of age on their 30th anniversary, that's when they become really, really popular. And so probably a little bit before that, right?
Let's think. What was 30 years ago from now? Like we haven't tapped into yet that we can buy it now and make the. Or what's next year's one?
What date was it? What date was it? 30 years ago, 1991.
Yeah,
19 far out. That makes me feel really old.
Well, you are really old. Well, so, all right, that's the challenge for anyone watching or listening. The challenge for the group is predict. Let's predict as a group and say what is going to be the next big collectible. So I would be looking at 93 to 95 because no one will be onto that yet.
Or here's another challenge for those that have children between the ages of 9 and 12. Actually, no, 9 and 11. Whatever they're into now, whatever they're into.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye out what they're collecting or what they're buying or what their friends are collecting because that in 30 years' time from now, if you're buying your son or your daughter something, buy two of them and put one aside.
Do you know what I reckon will be really collectible? And it probably already is, and I never looked into it. I reckon iPhones, the first edition of the iPhone. If you could have one of those still, like even still in its good condition or still works or whatever else, I reckon iPhones will be really collectible for the Series 1 and iPads because there will be people like Apple nuts who line up and sleep outside the store to get the new release of a phone. They will be collectible in a few years' time because they'll move on to something new and people will go, I wish I had one of those to display.
Well, what about gaming consoles? Like even the original PlayStation, they're worth a fortune now.
Did you see on one of the social networks, somebody posted a picture of a sealed PS1 that was found in their granddad's attic when they were cleaning it out after he died?
Wow.
He bought it as a gift and then forgot about it. Like, how on earth?
They were $1,000 back in the day.
It's crazy. Crazy money.
$700, $1,000. Yeah, crazy. That was a good segment.
Move on, mate.
Good segment. All right, up next we have Fig Preview and Review.
It's time to review a fig from today or the past. Which will it be? Stay tuned to find out.
Okay, we've got, what are we up to now? We are up to, or for those that are listening to us for the first time, Chris and I have been discussing in Fig Preview and Review the WWF Hasbro series. We are now up to Series 9. We've almost completed. And so I guess once we complete this series, we'll find another toy line to discuss and pick our favorites from that from each series. I'm going to say this. This is the Purple Card series, Series 9. This is probably my least favorite.
I was just about to say, this is the most underrated of the series.
Really? Yeah, it's my least favorite.
Purple Card gets a bad deal, but I reckon they looked good on Purple Cards. And there's some good characters in this series.
You know what annoys me is that there's another Tatanka. That annoys me.
But wasn't that the switch out?
Yeah, that was meant to be Brutus, Mega Maniacs Brutus.
Yeah.
And that would have been sensational. But I don't know, like I won't say that. I won't say this yet because you're going to share what your favorite is. But I struggled picking a favorite out of this one. I really did.
Well, how about you tell us first, what was your favourite and why?
My favourite was the Hacksaw. I just thought it was the best of a bad bunch.
Oh, you're just outrageous. I'm putting up a picture now for anyone listening. Hacksaw, Purple Card, it's got the blue trunks, got the American flag on the knee pads, and comes with the actual American flag. Probably up there with the Mountie Shock Stick as one of the harder, genuine accessories to find. They seem to just go missing between people's childhood and adulthood.
They do.
So I know mine's genuine because I ripped it open from a package about 2 years ago.
There you go.
The amount of money I spent on Mint on Card Hasbros to open. Now, my favourites, you'll probably be shocked by this, but I would say this would be a lot of people's favourite, was the Doink the Clown. Now, as a kid, he actually was a great character for the WWF because he filled a really good heel void at the time when they needed a few more heels, and then he also then went face and then was really good as a face. When he feuded with Bam Bam Bigelow and a few other people. I actually thought his gimmick was really, really smart, really, really, really well done. So Purple Card has that weird green hair that's it's just, his arms and good. No real action on this one except for the right arm uppercut, but no clothesline or anything else. The body doesn't do anything else other than sort of just its normal movements, but really cool. And the detail in the face paint and the hair I thought was really cool as well. Best thing about Doink, though, was the big part of their promotion campaign, which was the Slam Doink. So, they had the magazine promotion that said Slam Doink. So I thought it was really cool. Doink, the Steiner brothers, $1 Million Man in his wrestle gear, Tatanka, which is exactly the same as the first one, and Hacksaw. So really cool figure. I've actually got mine right here. Brought it down.
How do you reckon they did that hair? That hair is pretty amazing for the time, right?
Yeah, it's like stitched in. It's stitched into the scalp. So
I'll tell you what I don't like about that figure. His left arm.
Yeah, it doesn't do much, does it? It's just
Doesn't
sort of
do
like
much.